See, what Mikel Obi, it's nothing new. And the nothing but the truth, the real truth of what's going on. And Mikel Obi, he is clear, he is honest, he's straightforward, he's telling everybody. And then the Premier League is starting, and it's starting in earnest. Joao, people will run away from you. Manchester United has a big game against Fulham. Old Trafford. If the game ends, na say share. Nobody will care about them. On Sunday, Chelsea will be against Manchester City. All the other clubs will be playing this. Tottenham Hotspur. This morning, I was describing my possible top four. And for me, I know a lot of people have disagreed with me in the comment section, but to be very honest with you, I have said, and I'm clear, said, I don't think Manchester United has to be there. I don't think even Chelsea has to be in the top four. The top four is clear with me as Arsenal, Man City, Tottenham Hotspur, and then team and friendly Liverpool will make the top four. Even Liverpool, I'm not too sure about them because it is steep between the jump from the Eredivisie from Ancelot and he coming to the English Premier League. It's not easy. It's not straightforward as a lot of people are making it seem. But it's been the first exercise here. I want to know from you, what is your top four? Say, oh, you're a fan of the Spanish La Liga. What's the top four in the Spanish La Liga? Who wins the Spanish La Liga? In the Italian Serie A, let me know from you who wins the Italian Serie A. Of course, in the English Premier League. So, who is going to win the English Premier League? Who is going to be there? Who is going to lead the English Premier League top four? Can Chelsea be in the top four? Yesterday, people said they were confident. Others said they were not confident. Augustine Copeland said he is confident because of me. That's fine. But then what is your top four? This is an English Premier League game. I want to hear from you. I want to know what your top four is. Hi, Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Someone subscribe to the channel. Now subscribe to the channel and turn on notification. See, this is what I was trying to say. Of course, almost every coach in the English Premier League game have done their pre-match press conferences. And there's a lot to delve into when you want to talk about Enzo Maresca pre-match press conference. But there is something very telling. John Mikel Obi has said this season is supposed to be a big season for Enzo Fernandez. And I agree with him. Enzo Fernandez joined Chelsea in January 2 seasons ago after the World Cup. And Chelsea co-founded by. When he came, that season was good, but the whole Chelsea team was bad. Under Graham Potter, later on, Frank Lampard, after Frank Lampard, we went on to go and get other players into the team. It wasn't really working for Chelsea for them. And last season, Enzo Fernandez was good in certain portions of the season, but other parts of the season, he wasn't really good. And now, Obabeka said it's an issue of the injury and not only and it's performances not consistent for him in the English Premier League. There was even a time, where people now began to ask, truly, is Enzo Fernandez that good? Because now free team anymore, Conor Gallagher, any Maresca said were able to play well. It's coincided with the time where now Marco Correa was coming inverted into the middle of the park for Chelsea Football Club. So then a lot of people were asking questions, said, is this guy really good? Is it good enough? And for me, I think that whilst I believe that Enzo Fernandez is a very, very good player, his quality, the successes that he has had at Argentina, and yet by fluke, he is good on and off the ball. He can do better, or the favorite is Kakra. But this season is an important season for him. Now you look at Enzo Maresca's system in the 4-3-3, where Enzo Fernandez is going to play at the LCM, left central midfielder, in the left-hand channel. He will be tasked with ball progression. And then the number one job, say Chelsea the first receiver is going to be that Lavia and the inverted fullback. If there is an inverted fullback, if Lavia is playing solely there, he's going to be the first receiver. One of the places where Chelsea will progress the ball through a lot is going to be on that left-hand side, where Enzo Fernandez will be there. And he's supposed to step up in the various pockets of space to pick up the ball and find places. Mind you, the team is going to press man for man. Enzo Maresca can once in the interview, we'll talk about it. He's going to press largely man for man this season. So you don't need Conor Gallagher's energy to push up and then win the ball up top when he's playing as an inside tenor when him on. You need a little bit more than that. When you look at all of these things, you look at the quality of Enzo Fernandez, that's going to be the job of Enzo Fernandez. Primarily, he's supposed to be the progressor in chief in build up for Chelsea Football Club. That's all yes, Annie. Henia said, is he now in line to go and do that job, Anna? I think Enzo Fernandez has the quality to succeed at Chelsea Football Club. It's a John Obi Mikel, like I said, it's a season where it's supposed to be a big season for him. And trust me, the English media will not be kind to Enzo Fernandez. Nyame adoma, season started, they will scrutinize every pass of Enzo Fernandez. They will scrutinize every progressive ball. They will scrutinize every assist of Enzo Fernandez. And he needs to be imposing, especially off the back of some racist, alleged racist chanter or the Argentine teammate. Any issues about again. He is this season Chelsea's deputy captain. It is Reece James, who is injured any honor, he's going to be the captain of the side. He's supposed to lead from the front. He's supposed to be quality, supposed to play well. Mikel Obi is not far from everything that Enzo Fernandez. Enzo Fernandez knows that there's a lot of pressure on him. He needs to deliver. He needs to play good stuff. Luckily for him, the team have gotten some key players that are coming back. Nkuku is coming back. Cole Palmer is back in the team. Pedro Neto is in the team now. Sir Jackson, El Honoma, Ivo Shima is coming back. Lavia is fully fit. It is going to take some pressure off him because these are guys that are also very good on and off the ball and can help the team go on and then succeed in any game that they play. It is true. Enzo Fernandez has to deliver. Of course, in some pre-match press conference, the big one about Bunting, and they say, I don't know if you're happy, and I want to know from you. We are Chelsea now. Pep Guardiola said something. He said, Abrantia, your friend Rodri Cascante isn't going to play in that game now because of the season opening at Stamford Bridge. He's not going to be there. I'm sure because of accumulated fatigue and there's some level of tiredness and some injury affected Abrantia friend Rodri Cascante. Do you think a big advantage to Chelsea Football Club? Do you think that singular news can turn the game on its head to Chelsea Football Club, or it may not be enough? Now, mind you, all the last few games that Chelsea have bought against Man City, Rodri has either scored in there or has been very influential. So our last draw near boy, Rodri has equalized, and then the other one that we had at the Etihad as well, he was in there very, very influential in there. And all of those times, now they say, yeah, the corner guy get Jinana, so he won't get all of the time to turn and then play passes forward. He will not be so influential in games. But then you can't take that away from Rodri. And you see, Nitia players, which is Rodri Cascante, are very important. The fact said, now most of the teams in Europe want to play in a single pivot. But what do you mean boy in a single pivot? I need some team boy in a single pivot. Now, you need a player in the shape of Rodri to be able to play in a single pivot. One, this player in Rodri's shape is supposed to be good on the ball in terms of ball progression. The pass selection is supposed to be good. He's supposed to be able to receive the ball, the reception of the ball under pressure. Because mind you, almost every team we see these days will press you. They will be aggressive on you. They want to win the ball. They'll put somebody on you. Now, the fact that he's supposed to be able to receive the ball under pressure, turn out of the pressure, and then play forward, that's the ball progression. It's very important on the ball. The on-the-ball attribute is very good. So that he can push up as well. Again, the most important bit why most of these teams aren't able to play single pivots these days, aren't able to make sure they have players that are there with them. And they say, they have to have players like Rodri who are athletic enough to cover large grounds. Intuition, most of the teams about double pivoting now. One player, the attribute, the upside, the advantages will be maxing the disadvantages of the other. In TFC for Enzo Fernandez and Moise Caicedo. Moise Caicedo is very good off the ball, cover grounds, athletic, and all of those things. Once Enzo Fernandez is good on the ball, he will receive the ball under pressure, he will progress the ball. He's very good with that. But the likes of Rodri can do that job alone in the middle of the park. It sets the team on a certain level. I mean, there were times where now Pep say take you off the load on the shoulder. Then he brings in an extra player. And sometimes now you get either of Vardiol, Ake, or Kanji, John Stones, inverting into the middle of the park to come and sit next to Rodri. Then Rodri control the game on the ball. Then these guys will do a very, very good job in terms of mopping up at the back, cleaning in between the lines for them when they don't have the ball, which was a very, very, very integral aspect of Pep season and all winning treble. Now, everybody knows with Rodri going there, definitely about affected team, my friend Manchester City, and it's going to change largely on starting lineup. Again, another player he has been very, very good for Manchester City throughout the preseason has been Oscar Bobo. It looks as if they are giving Chelsea some slight advantage. But for Chelsea to be able to take advantage of the absence of Rodri, their midfielders have to be imposing enough. Mind you, Manchester City are going to come in with a player, Matteo Kovacic, who is going to be more ball-sided, very good ball retainer, an excellent ball carrier because he's press resistant. Otimi carry ball economy, Otimi break the line, Otimi dribble, Okita ball or drop players be 2-3 abandon so now for you pass now to, and that is what's going to make it a little bit difficult when you're playing this Man City midfield. It looks like it's going to be clear. Kovacic is going to be in there. There is going to be a place for Kevin De Bruyne if he's in there. There's Bernardo Silva going to be in the team, plus Phil Foden. One of them is going to play deeper in the middle of the park to help in ball progression. Now, how do Chelsea take advantage of this, which is very, very important. But before saying, we'll discuss the nitty-gritties of how Chelsea take advantage of Sunday and Manime now with respect to Chelsea giving a record on Saturday against my friend Manchester City and with the Stamford Bridge, which is a big one for Chelsea. Big one for Chelsea. You know, we need to have a discussion. Enzo Maresca had the first ever preseason, but I saw something that I knew was going on, but nobody had seen. And it is something very, very important. Some of the best teams that we are seeing in the last few years, some of the best coaches do these things. Now, so some coaches be on the correction or the video analytical room now. If you don't want my players now be try or Packers. Last season, na Mikel Arteta ya dey on my Arsenal for installing a giant screen on my training center, on my colony training center on. And what they did was that before they start training on more Parkinson, they watch the video on the screen, they analyze the video on the screen together with the players, then they go back and practice on the field of play. And then I brought them issue to Chelsea for footage, they feel on training regimes and HSA this week. What Enzo Maresca has done is clear. Enzo Maresca has gone in there, he has gotten the Chelsea boys, he has made sure they have installed the digital screen or Koba, and he does the pre-match analysis now with the boys on the park, so they discuss it, they know what to do, certain zones this will be and then in there or more obia specific rules and medical can say in the positional play. Role specificity is very important in there for manager B to say Enzo Maresca, and that's exactly what he's doing. And the picture is in there, something that he had not done in a very long time, something that you see only from the elite managers in recent times. Enzo Maresca, it looks as if the preparation for Enzo Maresca is going on there. And these are the little things that help in building a team. So when you getting me say, that's a share that team no almost baby on corner see they do the analysis on the screen or then they try it on the field of play. You don't waste their time, then later they can go and do a proper video analysis. These are things that are very, very important. Enzo Maresca this week has installed that digital board over there and he's doing the analysis with his players. I'm sure it's going to be something that they will do for a lot of the time for pre-match, post-match, all of the analysis now. And I think a little bit different, specifying on the tactical approach of the game, which is important. When you play against a team with Manchester City, it's important. And we'll go into Enzo Maresca and some more kind the analysis of the things that he said. But for me, these are the little things that is changing, that's making Chelsea look a little bit good, a little bit more focused on the field of play in terms of the quality in there, what they want to do on the ball, what they don't want to do on the ball, and what makes me have a little bit of faith in Abrantia, coach and friend Enzo Maresca. So his teams are there. He's very, very clear with them. And I deal with in the pre-match interview, Pedro Neto fit. He can play for them. He can feature in the Sunday game at Chelsea level against my friend Manchester City. The problem, however, and I said Pedro Neto, physically he is fit, but then tactically what he wants from them, Pedro Neto has only been with them for 3 days, so he doesn't necessarily know exactly Pedro Neto doesn't exactly know Enzo Maresca wants from his players until he want to see more of him. But there's a chance that Pedro Neto will feature in Amiadama on Sunday. The first thing that he spoke about, and he said he was asked about baby and the team what is the progress, and he was very clear. I think said Makani several times so if you want to know how good a manager is, look at the choice of words, how well they communicate, and he's clear. Or say the players they are now at the apex of where he wants to get, but they are slowly progressing, they are doing well, they are getting better with time on the training pitch. And I'll say for sure, we started 1 month ago. It's too early to see the team in the way I see, but in the same moment, I'm happy the team is ahead in the process of my expectation. Enzo Fernandez, Enzo Maresca comes and say the injury issues, or say apart from Regime's issue and maybe Chichi which the last time, it is just a load on manager. Of course, when he returned to training, he was always going to get that that issue, that niggly issue that would come back definitely in there, where his tendons and his muscles have to get used to the new load that he's going to put on, and with time he's going to get back into the team. So I say apart from regimes, everybody fit this season. Conor Gallagher, he spoke about him. Said Conor Gallagher back at Chelsea or a medical, then he's training with a loan. Said maybe he'll be fit and then go on to go and play at Atletico de Madrid. But the updates on the NSL, Chelsea are still locked in the negotiation with Joao Felix. Now, so ABR, once you hear the conversation of Joao Felix and how it has gone, why we are here. What happened was that now, and more Renfi, Aston Villa wanted Joao Felix. No more Peboy and Abob show team. They believe that they had an agreement with Joao Felix. They could sell Champions League to him. In fact, Barcelona could not go back for a deal for Joao Felix because of the finances involved. It was too much to do. Again, the issues that Xavi and his handing over note to Hansi Flick was clear. The off the ball job, Joao Felix doesn't do it well. So Barca never really wanted to. They didn't want to take the bait for him. Not necessarily take the bait, but what Barca didn't want to do, they said they didn't want to take a chance on him. They didn't want to gamble on him. That's the word. No one say more than that because the financial commitment in the also. And anything Barca pulled away. Atletico de Madrid went back to go and call Benfica, any parents club, or Atletico Madrid one say, we want you to look at Joao Felix. He needs a team. Why don't you take him back to Portugal? Benfica for one say they don't even have money to do a deal like Joao Felix deal. And then they are done. Now it was Aston Villa where Unai Emery had called him. They had sold Moussa Diaby to Al Ittihad or Saudi Pro League. So there is some money for Aston Villa. And because of some Champions League, they wanted to deepen their squad depth. And in that they had contacted Atletico de Madrid for Joao Felix. Now commercial around 50 million for him. After there's some Maradona issues nearby, the deal didn't go through. Now Chelsea catcher Atletico Madrid say on 40 million, the same amount of money that they pay for Samuel Maradona for Branch FN and Joao Felix. And now all of a sudden, Atletico say there be Joao Felix between 50 to 60 million. So the price evaluation between the two clubs, only OCCA, and affecting the deal for Conor Gallagher. So Conor Gallagher to team my friend asked to Atletico de Madrid. The deal, the money has been agreed, but Chelsea have to take a player from Atletico de Madrid, £38 million. And the team, my friend, Atletico de Madrid, Chelsea AG for Atletico Madrid, around 43 million euros. And a Chelsea AG for Atletico de Madrid to get Conor Gallagher to go. It is hinged on it. Chelsea have to find a way to solve the issue of Joao Felix to Chelsea, and then Conor Gallagher to Atletico de Madrid. And yes, Conor Gallagher is going to rot in Chelsea training because he's training alone. And Enzo Maresca was clear about it. And that's the update to the branch of Conor Gallagher, Joao Felix deal. Into old chain there, you have to wait for a while now. We have a few days to go. I think we are around the 16th or 17th. So we have like at approximately 2 weeks, the transfer window is going to end. And yeah, we want to know where everybody is going to be. Everybody's trying to look out for their future. And Enzo Maresca was clear, so he doesn't have a problem with the number of players that watch Chelsea team in 43. The media is reporting 43, but he's not training 43 people. He's training around 23 people on the team. So they are not our players. Enzo Maresca was asked about Victor Osimhen and so on. Was it on any player? In this moment, the club knows exactly what I think, and this makes me believe that Enzo Maresca has told Chelsea about Osimhen. He has told them up Osimhen. Also, the club knows exactly what I think. Hopefully, we can bring in some more players before the end of the window. That's exactly what he's saying. Say, hopefully, the team can bring in some more players before the end of the window. The club knows exactly what Enzo Maresca urging about the players that they can bring in, the players that they cannot bring in, and especially on Victor Osimhen. Victor Osimhen issue, is still exactly what it is. Chelsea are now still on a point where they are discussing with the club, which is SSC Napoli, about the fee of our branch Romelu Lukaku and that of Victor Osimhen. We are the second part of the project, and they said they have to go back to our branch Victor Osimhen and then discuss with him his wages and see if he can cut it down. Yesterday, somebody helped me do a correction. If you convert to what Victor Osimhen did, he's taking a little bit less in pound term, less than 250 thereabouts. And I mean, it's not bad for Victor Osimhen given the player's stature, but Chelsea would want to manage that amount of money a branch friend Victor Osimhen ever be job team. He says that he won't talk about Napoli players, but then the teams know, and this is an indication that Chelsea Maresca a catcher team, a catcher sporting directors and say he wants a branch friend Victor Osimhen, and he's hoping that Victor Osimhen about the team in the next few years. City is going to be a tough game. He spoke about the fact that Pep Guardiola doesn't do one thing the whole time. Or Sane Insano, and then oye bibi or channel bibi for no bibi or channel bibi for, which is very, very important. It's important to show ourselves against a club with the same manager for 8 to 9 years. We are going to try to use all our game to win games, to make us, our fans, very happy. We are going to try to do our best to win games. That's what Enzo Maresca, Eka, and over Enzo Maresca. We need the fans to support. When you are inside the pitch, you hear the fans behind the team. It's a big support. If they support us and be patient, we are going to pay back with performances and results. I am quite confident and relaxed in terms of time because I can see that the team is improving, and it's only thing that I can control. I can't control what people around the club think. This is for me the main target, and I think that, like I said, it Enzo Maresca is spot on in the kind of things that he keeps on saying, how he sees it, what he wants to say in there. Of course, Sky Sports, Seth Kavanagh, it is understood that talks are now the stage where Chelsea are discussing the structure for the fee for Abrante and Joao Felix. Of course, another thing that's important, the structure of the fee for Joao Felix is important. How much they can get for Abrante and Joao Felix, how Chelsea are going to pay the fee for Joao Felix, and see a very important, and they are at it with team and friend Atletico de Madrid. Yao_G on Twitter. He always tags me to some of these news. Thank you very much, Yao. So I'm very grateful because of some of the things that you do. Of course, the English Premier League started, and then you made the French League on is also starting. Paris Saint-Germain have done very, very good job with Luis Enrique and the kind of players that they've brought in. I think Paris Saint-Germain have had an excellent summer buying of players, be it Joao Neves, keeping Warren Zaire-Emery, going on to the market to add some quality in Pacho at centre back because of personal campaign-based injury. What they've done with the young boys like Fabian Rui, adding them to Vitinha, Mo, and Fiifi on them, and then the job of Ousmane Dembele, Gonçalo Ramos, Randall Colomwani, and adding Desiree Doué up top in the Paris Saint-Germain team. I'm very, very confident in them this season. Say they will do better even in the Champions League, especially from the experience of Luis Enrique last season in the Champions League. I think that they are going to do better in the coming days. Abrantia, the friend Mark Law is also reporting on the Joao Felix. Joao Felix is keen to rejoin Chelsea, but the club have made it clear that they only sign permanently on their terms. Like I mentioned over there, Chelsea want it on their terms. Mark Law has said that Chelsea are hopeful that a deal will be struck with Napoli to sign striker Victor Osimhen. We wait to see if that deal is going to be struck in there, of course. And then there's the big one, Manchester United against Fulham or the Old Trafford. Definitely, we'll talk about it. We'll do the post-match analysis. We'll get into it, all the details on how Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. So subscribe to the channel. Now subscribe to the channel and then turn on notification. It's very imperative. So we turn on notification. Now subscribe to the channel. And of course, Madrid also have their league starting. Barcelona, the registration of Abrante, your friend Danny Olmo is still in the offing. Your players go on Barca are register. Some of them won't register. I will delve into all of those details for you. Nyami had more on the show. What has gone on? Thank you very much. Say they be out here, Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. I'm grateful. Thank you. Share the link, subscribe to the channel, turn on notification, and make sure you do comment in the comment section. Until then, I will see you. Bye bye.